Hello, Kerwo here, but you could call me Yami. Today I'm gonna be drawing LaeDee. If you don't know LaeDee, she's co-host of Things VTuber Say. I have drawn her before, but I think the last time I drew her was October 17th, 2021. And I only know that because I'm looking at the Instagram post. But here's how it looked. And it's not bad, I don't think, but I feel like I've definitely come a lot farther in improving my skill in art, and I am very happy that I decided to record it because I usually berate myself on being very slow. But today I'm gonna be drawing some LaeDee Pride art. The reference photo I chose was this. I found this on Pinterest, but also found the source being from cosplayers Senya Miku 0. Yeah. This whole piece took me about 4 hours and 35 minutes in total. I struggled a lot with the proportions, mainly being of the face and coloring the cleavage area as well as the hair. But as soon as I got that done, also the eyes and like the eye sockets, I suppose were pretty challenging for me as well because I wanted to get it a certain soft. I wanted her face to look very soft and nice, like really like I guess like a Final Fantasy character, I suppose, like that kind of soft and supple, but I was struggling a bit to get there. One of the things that I realized made it look really uncanny and just harsh was not only was her face a little bit too V-shaped for my liking, so I ended up rounding it out, but the lips were not aligned. The lips and nose were not aligned in the angle that her head was turned. So a friend pointed that out for me. So shout out to Tavish who helped me out with that. Be like it's not lining with the face, and I was like, oh, thank you. I was kind of happy with the way the colors were mixing on her cheeks. I liked the texture of the paintbrush stroke. Played around with using a few desaturated colors, mainly towards the more colder colors on her eyes and nose. But yeah. Here you can see I'm coloring her weirdly scuffed gym uniform, I suppose, like a swimsuit gym uniform style almost. And something that really bothered me later in the piece was that I made her cleavage area a bit too prominent. So if this was like an actual piece of clothing, it'd be like really like boob socks in the shirt, and I wanted it to look softer. So I realized I have a bad habit of making the clothes look like there's a lot of boob sock, instead of like it covering, like it's going over the chest. It just looks like it's hugging the chest like a boob sock. As you can see now, I'm struggling with the hair because I don't do that as much as I want to, but I definitely wanted to try and get back that shape of it. So I decided to line art it a bit and go back and see if I could get the shapes prominent in there now that I had somewhat muddy colors over it. Throughout this entire time, I was pretty much just struggling. You'll see like the long pauses. I'll be like, I'm just like looking, I'm like, oh gosh, what do I do? It looks so not where I want it to be. I did eventually change her mouth to be not that weird like Pog. I wanted to kind of be, I don't know, at first I thought I would be like, oh, she's trying to fix her pigtail and that's like cute, and it didn't work out. As you can see here, I'm now fixing the proportions of the face. I'm adding a little bit more shadow, I guess, or mainly like soft puffiness almost to her eyes to give her that softer look, which I thought was really fun. It kind of reminded me of like watching these like cosplay makeup tutorials, and I actually think that watching those makeup tutorials have helped me a little bit understand on how to paint a face, because it is pretty much like doing makeup. We're both painting the face. Granted, I'm doing it digitally. I can't do it on my actual face to save my life, but I learned a lot. I learned a lot from watching makeup videos to help me out in this, which actually was one of the other reasons why I wanted to draw this piece, because I was watching a lot of makeup videos. I'm cleaning up a little bit here. It came by really fast, but one of the few things I did on this piece was that I added a little bit of curvage. You could see a little bit on the arm. There's a little bit of like a curve inward to kind of make it seem like, yeah, this is a robot arm. It's not like one piece. It's like 3 or 4 pieces. You know, she has the upper arm, then she has her elbow thingy, and then she has her forearm, and then another wrist thingy, and then her hand. I ended up adding a little pride heart design onto her chest. And I thought it'd be really cute if it looked like it was like one of those like patches that you iron on. The background was really interesting to do because I don't do backgrounds all that much in my pieces. And I didn't necessarily have one of those kind of brushes, that a stamp brush that would help me make the job easier to paint all the leaves and the flowers. But what I did was I just like drew some ones with a texture brush, and then I just copy and pasted and copy and pasted and copy and pasted and merged. Something that I would really like to do when playing backgrounds more is definitely play around with lighting a bit more. I just wasn't really satisfied with where the lighting was, but I was still more happy than what I thought it would be originally, so that's a win. And here is the final thingy-majiggy. As I said earlier, something that I wanted to point out was the difference in her face angle from what I had originally. I completed this in 4 hours, 35 minutes around approximately total, but I did take a break in between, so I think once you saw like in the video, my painting was going by a lot faster when coloring the drawing, and that's because I gained a little bit more confidence after first day was like, oh, I don't remember how to do this, and the second day was like, okay, let's just clean it up now. We'll clean it up and it's fine. And I think that was really important, I think, for me getting it to where it was, is that I did take a break, and I didn't finish it all in one sitting, so that's nice. But yeah, I hope you guys like this, and I would like to wish everyone a happy Pride. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!